कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविता शाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकि कोकिलं वाल्मीकिर्मुनिसिंहस्य कवितावनचारिणः शृण्वन् रामकथानादं को न याति परां गतिं यः पिबन् सततं रामचरितामृतसागरम् अतृप्तस्तं मुनिं वन्दे प्राचीतसमकल्मषं गोष्पतीकृतवाराशिं मशकीकृतराक्षसं रामायणमहामाला रत्नं वन्दे नीलात्मजम् अञ्जनानन्दनं वीरं जानकी शोकनाशनं कपीशं मक्षहन्तारं वन्दे लङ्काभयङ्करम् मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारी परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नवतराक्षसान्तकं वाल्मीकिगिरिसम्भूत रामसागरगामिनी पुनादिभुवनं पुण्या रामायण महानदी वेदवेद्ये परे पुंसि जाते दशरथात्मजे वेदप्राचेतसादासीद् साक्षात् रामायणात्मना आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम् रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः मङ्गलं कौसलेन्द्राय महनीय गुणाब्धये चक्रवर्ती तनूजाय सार्वभौमाय मङ्गलं सियावर रामचन्द्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन के जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। Your strength is equal to that of Sugriva, and even though you are as strong as even Garuda, who could fly in the sky and come down and lift even the heaviest snakes from the waters, from the ocean, and pick up and go. You are as strong as that one. And not only that you have a physical strength, balam buddhischa tejascha sattvam cha haripungava visishtam sarvabhuteshu kimatmanam na sajjase. Why are you not saying anything, getting ready to go? Where all others have said how much they can cover, how many yojanas they can cover. You, who is capable of so much, you are not saying anything. You know, in Tamil, there is a statement or a word called avayadakam. Meaning, men of greatness speak less in the assembly of wise people. Let me cut down the sound of everybody else so that only those who are chanting should be able to make some noise there. Otherwise, I'm hearing all sort of sounds. So, yeah, what it means is that when necessary, you speak and not just be quiet. That is the nature of wise people, because they are thinkers, undoers. You know, it is also said, a full water pot will not make sound. Only half one, when you are carrying on your head, will make a lot of sound. Half filled, quarter filled, 3/4 filled pot will make a lot of noise, whereas completely filled, meaning they have gone deep into their life experiences, and they know that their opinions, their own views are meant only for men of people who can think and act. Those who are mindlessly doing things, those who are doing things only for the appreciation of people, people should look at me, people should appreciate me, congratulate me, respect me, therefore I do. Such people are not thinkers. Such people, even if you say they can't do, they won't even listen. Why waste time? And when we know that, as Shankaracharya would put it, Buddha janehi vada parityajata. With men of wisdom, don't argue, because they won't. Stimita gambhiram. Stillness of great minds. So that is what Hanumanji is right now. Watching everybody is saying that I can do this, I can do that. Good. When it comes to my turn, I will definitely speak what I need to say. But then here, Jambavan is explaining the birth of Hanuman, how he was born. We'll see from verse number 8, canto number 66. Apsarasam shreshta.
Apsarasam shreshta.
Vikhyata punjikasthala.
Vikhyata punjikasthala.
Anjaneti parikhyata.
Anjaneti parikhyata.
Patni kesarino harehe.
Patni kesarino harehe.
Vikhyata trishu lokeshu.
Vikhyata trishu lokeshu.
Rupena pratima bhuvi.
Rupena pratima bhuvi.
Abhishapada bhutata.
Abhishapada bhutata.
Tata. Kapitve kamarupini.
Kapitve kamarupini.
Duhita vanarendrasya.
Duhita vanarendrasya.
Kunjarasya mahatmanah.
Kunjarasya mahatmanah.
Manusham vigraham krutva.
Manusham vigraham krutva.
Rupayauvanashalini.
Rupayauvanashalini.
Vichitramalyabaranam.
Vichitramalyabaranam.
Kadachik shobhadarini.
Kadachit shobhadarini.
Acharat parvatasyagre.
Acharat parvatasyagre.
Pravrudam buddha sannibhe.
Pravrudam buddha sannibhe.
Tasyavastram vishalakshyah.
Tasyavastram vishalakshyah.
Pitam raktadasham shubham.
Pitam raktadasham shubham.
Stitatayaha parvatasyagre.
Titatayaha parvatasyagre.
Marutopaharachanai.
मारुतोपाहरच्छनैः
सददर्श ततस्तस्याः
तददर्श ततस्तस्याः
वृत्तावूरु संहतौ
वृत्तावूरुषु संहतौ
स्तनौ च पीनौ सहितौ
स्तनौ च पीनौ सहितौ
सुजातं चारुचाननम्.
सुजातं चारुचाननम्.
There was a Apsaras. They are all residents of the heavens. Up means water. Apsaras. Usually they are, you see, water is usually tasty. And like the taste of the water, Apsarasa. And that naturally beautiful. Among them, Apsarasam. Apsarasam Sreshta, one who was the best among them, well known as Vikhyata Punchikasthala. Her name is based upon the place where she was from, Punchikasthala, and she is very well known as Anjana. Anjaneri Parikhyata Kesarino Are Patni. She is the wife of Kesari. Kesari Nandan, that's what we call it later on, Hanuman. Trishulokesha Vikhyata Rupena Pratima Apratima Bhuvi. Apratima is uncomparable in the entire world for her beauty in all the three worlds actually. Due to some curse by a particular rishi, Abhishapat Abut, she became Hetata, oh son, that is addressing Hanuman. Jamban says, Kapitve, she took the form of a monkey. But at the same time, she can assume any form, Kamarupini. Vanarendrasya Kunjaratsya Mahatmanaha Duhita. She was none other than born as the daughter of a particular best of the monkeys. Kunjarasya Mahatmanaha Vanarendrasya Duhita Manusham Vigraham Krutva, having taken the human form, Rupa Yavana Shalini, with absolute beauty and youthfulness, Rupa and Yavana. Once she was such a beautiful one, Vichitra Malya Abharanam Kadachit at some point of time, wearing beautiful garlands and Kshoma Dharini. Kshoma is silk linen. Kshoma Dharini, wearing a silk linen. Parvatasya Agre Acharat. She was roaming around, moving about in the top of a mountain. Pravada Ambuta Sannibhe Same. Equal to that of, that mountain was equal to that of, or you can say the cloud, how it, rainy cloud, it is on the top of, mountain. It looked like that rainy cloud laden with water. Tasyaha Vastram Vishalakshaha. She, the one who has the very wide, beautiful eyes. Tasyaha Pitam Vastram Raktadasham Shubham Vastram. She was wearing a yellow cloth which had a red border. I mean, so brightly, can see that. The combination is so beautiful. So, and where she was standing there, Stitayaha Parvadasya Agre Marutaha Apaharat Shanaihi. Slowly, the wind that was passing by had removed her upper clothes. This upper clothes being removed, and she was seen by that very Maruta, the wind god. Saha Dadarsha, Marutaha Dadarsha. What? Tatha Tasyaha Vruttau Uru Susamhatau. Beautiful thighs which are together, Samhatau, Vruttau Uru, that shapely, very form of hers. And Stano Chapino, very round chest and breasts also, Sahitau together. Sujatam, so beautiful, Charucha Ananam, and also her charming face. So having seen her beauty and youthfulness, etc., the wind god got fascinated, infatuated. So Devatas also, Maruta, Varuna, Indra, all that, they have done definitely punya karmas to obtain their positions there. But they are not realized souls or sadhus. So therefore, the natural urges are still there. And they have enough occasions to fulfill that also. As we can see in Mahabharata also, all the 5 Pandavas are born out of the blessings from 5 of the different forces that are there in the nature. So here Marutaha, that is the wind god, had got fascinated by her beauty. After all, she is also originally Apsaras. So like we have Hollywood, red carpet, when you have the Oscar award. So they wear their dresses in such a beautiful dress and wear walk on the red carpet. They are the local Apsaras. They are walking about in the Hollywood area. So like that, in the heavens, they were all there. And so in this condition, what happened? Tam baladayata shronim.
Tam baladayata shronim.
Tanumadhyam yashasvinim.
Tanumadhyam yashasvinim.
Drishtaiva shubha sangarvangim.
Drishtaiva shubha sarvangim.
Avanakama mohitaha.
Pavanakama mohitaha.
Tatambujabhyam dirghabhyam.
Tatambujabhyam dirghabhyam.
Paryashadvaja marutaha.
Paryashvajjata marutaha.
Manmada vishta sarvango.
Manmata vishta sarvango.
Gadatma tamaninditam.
Gatatma tamaninditam.
Satu tatraiva sambhranta.
Satu tatraiva sambranta.
Suvrata vakyam abravit.
Suvrata vakyam abravit.
Ekapatni vratamidam.
Ekapatni vratamidam.
Ko nashayitumichchati.
Ko nashayitumichchati.
Anjanaya vachashrutva.
Anjanaya vachashrutva.
Maruta pratyabhashata.
Maruta pratyabhashata.
Natvam himsami sushroni.
Natvam himsami sushroni.
Ma bhute manaso bhayam.
Ma bhute manaso bhayam.
Manasasmi gato yatvam.
Manasasmi gato yatvam.
Parishvajya yashasvini.
Parishvajya yashasvini.
Viryavan buddhi sampannaha.
Viryavan buddhi sampannaha.
Tava putro bhavishyati.
Tava putro bhavishyati.
Mahasatvo mahateja.
Mahasatvo mahateja.
Mahabala parakramaha.
Mahabala parakramaha.
Langhane plavane chaiva.
Langhane plavane chaiva.
Bhavishyati maya samaha.
Bhavishyati maya samaha.
Tam tanumadhyam yashasvinim shubha sarvangim kamamohitaha pavanaha drishtva eva, by seeing herself, whom tam, that one, balat ayata shronim, balat ayata, the one who is, she, first of all, the description about her. She is the one who's tanumadhyam, very beautiful, the body she has, especially the middle portion, meaning like in men have a 6-pack. This girl had absolutely flat, beautiful body there. Yashasvini, which has beautiful, glorious she is, and then broad hips, as it is said. The Shubha Sarvangim, the whole body is shapely, and seeing her, and so it is said that Shrauni actually means one who has a very The Shreni. Yeah, Shreni is the braid, yeah. So, and Baladayata Shronim, that is a hip that is which is wide. Balat Ayata, extended. Balat Ayata. Tam Bhujabhyam Dirgabhyam Paryashatvaja Vajata. He started to embrace her with his broad two shoulders. Marutaha. Manmada Avishta Sarvangaha. Being overpowered by the Lord of Passion. That is Manmata. Manam, Matanam, Manaha, Madanam Karodi, the Manmata. One who is able to churn the mind out of passion. Manmada Avishta, being overpowered by Sarvangaha. Tam Gadama, Gada Atma, his mind completely gone to her. Aninditam Tam, one who is looking Anindita. Nindita means some defects. Aninditam, defectless body of hers, looking at that. He became so passionate and then embraced her. Sa Sambranta Suvrata Tatra eva tu Vakyam Abravi. Sambranta, she got perplexed. But suddenly this happened. And from sudden, where in the top of the mountain where nobody was there, suddenly there seems to be somebody embracing me. And then she realized that it is none other than the god of the wind. Suvrata, she being a virtuous person, she has been. Suvrata, Tatreva Sambranta, Vakyam Abravid, Ekapatni Vratam Idam, I, the one who has the chaste, I am a chaste person, having only one, dedicated to only one person, my husband. Ko nashayidum ichchati. Who is that who is trying to destroy that? So Maruta at this point was not physically being there, obviously, but he had entered in, invisibly, obviously. That's why she's wondering who it could be. So then Marutaha Pratyabhashata Vachashrutva Anjanaya, listening to Anjana's words, he answered back, Na aham tvam insami, I do not hurt you. Ye Sushroni, oh the beautiful one, Mabute manaso bhayam, may there be no fear that I will molest you or do anything wrong to you. Tvam yat manasa asmigatah. Tvam parishvajya yashasvini, oh the glorious one, by that embracing you, I have my mind gone into you. Manasa gataha tvam asmi. Therefore, you will get a son due to this encounter, or not encounter, due to this meeting of me with you. You are blessed with, going to be blessed with a son. Putraha bhavishyati viryavan buddhi sampannaha. A person of full strength and wisdom. They don't usually go together. Men of physical strength may not be necessarily men of wisdom. Men of wisdom not necessarily be physically strong. But he, the one, will have both. Mahasattvaha, with great strength, courage, Mahateja, great energy, Mahabala Parakramaha, with a physical, not only physical strength, mental strength also, and heroism. Langane plavane chaiva, in leaping and jumping, bhavishyati maya samaha, he will become equal to me. Like the wind which will move in different directions without any hindrance, and he knows the way to move about even if there are some obstacles. Find a way to get in. Air, even if you have a small opening, it will start getting in very fast if it is wind is blowing. Even a little opening is sufficient, it will get in. And if there is open space, it will move wildly. And we know how the wind moves and how it is also sometimes when it's powerful, how it can destroy things also. When it is gentle and breeze, it's so beautiful. So, and it is so necessary for all living beings to live also, breathing. And not only living beings, the plants also, they need that same air as much we breathe. And as a prana, it is a life. As a beautiful breeze, it is such a soothing one. And as a wind, it can destroy also. That kind of multiple strength it has got. So that kind of a boy would be born to you. Eva mukta tatastushta
Evamukta tatastushta
janani te mahakape
janani te mahakape
guhayam tvam mahabaho
guhayam tvam mahabaho
prajagni plavagarshava
prajagne plavagarshaba
abhyuttitam tatasuryam
abhyuttitam tatasuryam
balo drishtva mahavane
balo drishtva mahavane
palam cheti jiggrushuhu
palam cheti jugrukshuhu
balam cheti jigrugukshutvam
balam phalam cheti jugrukshtvam
utpalapyabhyato utpalabhyat utyato disham divam
utpalyutyabhyupa
utpalutya abhyutyato divam
utpalutya abhyutpato divam
aputyato, right? Utpata, right?
Utpata.
Utpata, right? Shatani trini gatvata
Shatani trini gatvatha
yojananam mahakape
yojananam mahakape
tejasa tasya nirdutaha
tejasa tasya nirdhutaha
na vishadam gatastataha
navishadam gatastataha
tvam abhyupagatam turnam
tvam apyupagatam turnam
antariksham mahakape
antariksham mahakape
kshiptamindrena te vajram
क्षिप्तमिन्द्रेण ते वज्रम्
opavishtena tejasa
ओपाविष्टेन तेजसा
तदा शैलाग्रशिखरे
तदा शैलाग्रशिखरे
वामो हनुरभज्यत
वामो हनुरभज्यत
ततो हि नामधेयं ते
ततो हि नामधेयं ते
हनुमानिति कीर्तितम्
हनुमानिति कीर्तितम्
एवमुक्ता जननी, your own mother te janani santushta tata. She became so stushta. She became very pleased that she is not physically hurt or molested by anyone. At the same time, she is also blessed with a son. Te mahakape te janani tushta. Then Mahabaho, mighty armed Hanuman, Tvam guhayam prajagnye. She gave birth to you in a cave, a Plavagarshava. So you are born to her, Anjani, by the blessings of Marutaha. So Marutaha, sun, wind god. And when you are very young, Balaha, Tataha, you as a small boy, young kid, young child, Mahavane, in that very, very forest when you are there, Suryam Drishtva, Abhyutitam Suryam Drishtva, seeing a rising sun, Phalam Chedi, you thought that it was a red apple. You had no idea what it is. So there's a red apple on the sky. Jigrukshu. Jigrukshu means Grahitam Ichuhu. Grahitam Ichuhu, Jigrukshu. You are the one who desires to hold that. Tvam then Tvam Utluptya. Uplutyam, plava means to jump or cross. So utpluptya, you are leaping. Yeah. Apyutyado disham, you started to proceed towards, fly towards the sky. Abhi utpataha. Utpata means pata means to fall. Utpata means to get up, rise up. Abhyutpataha divam. Towards that sky, you started to fly. Shatani trini gantha gatva. You went almost like Shatani trini. Shata here to be understood as not 100. Even if you take it as 100, 300. 300 yojanas. There is a footnote saying that counting the figures in the reverse order according to the rule, ankana mamato gatihi, and placing the figure 3, trini, at the beginning and 100 afterwards, the number will become 3100. Trini, shatani, 3 and 100. 3. So 3100. It can be 300 yojanas or 3100 yojanas. If you take 300 yojanas, 300 into 80, 22,400. But if you do 3,100, 24,800 miles in the sky, miles, not feet, miles. Imagine the distance between Earth and the sun. You know, it is unimaginable. But he started to fly at that far. Gatva ada yojanana mahakape tejasa tasya nirdutaha. Tasya tejasa, tasya suryasya tejasa nirdutaha, tormented. Na vishadam gataha tadaha. But you are not tired at all. You are not depressed, dejected, nothing. So you have become, you are so strong that you could fly into that sky and not even disturbed by the sun, rising sun. Tvam apyubagatam turnam antariksham mahakape. You, the one who is thus gone into that sky, hey mahakape, Indrena te vajram kshiptam. Indra got alarmed. There is something here, we don't understand what this creature is. Looks like a monkey. And it is flying towards the sun as though it's going to swallow him. And this will cause a lot of trouble. So, kopavishtena tejasa indrena te vajram kshiptam. The one who is become extremely angry by his strength, he threw the vajra, the thunderbolt. It is looking like that of a weapon made out of diamond. It's so powerful and bright. But diamond, you cannot cut it. So that very powerful vajra he sent towards you through. Tada shaila agra shikare Vamahanuhu abhajyata. Thus, your face was cut, broken, our left side of your chin. And where Shaila Agrashikare, and you are thrashed against the side of a mountain. Therefore, your face has blown, your chin has blown and got injured. From there onwards, you are known as Hanuman. Hanuman iti kirtitam namadeyam te tataha. That is why you are named as Hanuman. One who has the broken chin, chin man. Like we have Iron Man, Spider Man, whatnot. But a chin man, Superman also, Superman. Here Hanuman. That is a distinctive mark distinguishing mark on his face. Thus, he got such a strength to even go into the sky and even almost try to capture the sun. Tadastvam nihatam drishtva
Tatastvam nihatam drishtva
vayurgandavaha swayam
vayurgandavaha swayam
Trailokyam vrishasankruddho
Trailokyam vrishasankruddho
Navavo vai prabhanjanaha
Navavau vai prabhanjanaha
Tambrantascha sura sarve
Sambrantascha suras sarve
Trailoke kshupite sati
Trailoke kshubite sati
Prasadayanti sankruddham
Prasadayanti sankruddham
Marutam bhuvaneshwaraha
Marutam bhuvaneshwaraha
Prasadite cha pavane
Prasadite cha pavane
Brahma tubhyam varam dadau
Brahma tubhyam varam dadau
Ashastravadyatam tata
Ashastravadyatam tata
Amare satyavikrama
Samare satya vikrama
Vajrasya cha nipadena
Vajrasya cha nipatena
Virujam tvam samiksha cha
Virujam tvam samiksha cha
Sahasra netra pitatma
Sahasra netra pritatma
Tadote vatsum varamuttamam
Dadaute varamuttamam
Swachandadascha maranam
Vachandatascha maranam
Tavasyaditi vai prabho
Tavasyaditi vai prabho
Sattvam kesarina putraha
Sattvam kesarinah putraha
Petrajo bhima vikramaha
Kshetrajo bhima vikramaha
Marutasyaurasa putraha
Marutasya urasa putraha
Tejasa chapi tatsamaha
Tejasa chapi tatsamaha
Tvam hi vayusuto vatsa
Tvam hi vayu suto vatsaha
Pavane chapi tatsamaha
Plavane chapi tatsamaha
Tvam nihatam drishtva vayuhu Vayu, your own father, original father, Vayuhu Gandavaha, one who carries the beautiful fragrance of everything, Prabhanjanaha, one who is the breaker of everything, one who can break even a very tall tree. Such a father of yours, seeing you being hit by Indra, and who is a representative of all the devatas, he got very upset. Then, Trailokyam Brisha Sankruddha Trailokyam Navavo. Why indeed, Navavo, he did not anymore flow. Vah is to flow. Vah Vahati. Navavo, he did not flow. Where? Trailokyam Navavo. In 3 worlds he withdrew himself. So Suraha, Sambrantaha, Sureshwaraha, Bhavaneshwaraha, all the gods of various positions who are all responsible for the welfare of all the 3 worlds, they became extremely agitated. Trailokye kshubide sati. While the 3 worlds have become so agitated, Sarve Suraha, Samkruddham Marutam Prasadayanti. They started to please Marutaha, because it is understood that something connected between this wind god and this young child. So they understood the connection. Perhaps they are father and son only. They are also aware of that. So they started to please him. Obviously, understanding their plight, because they are not responsible for what happened. It is this child, and it is Indra. So who did this? So, but he got pleased. Prasadite cha pavane. When slowly they appeased to Marutaha. So at that time, Brahma tubhyam varam dadau. Brahma gave you a boon. What is that? Ashastravadyatam Satyavikrama Samare Ashastravadyatam He Tata. Hey, one who has true strength. Satya Vikrama, O hero, and my dear child, Satha, summary, in the war, you become one who can never be killed by a weapon. A Shastravadya. Shastravadya means to be hurt or killed. Ashastravadyatam. No Shastra, no weapon can ever attack you. I mean, you will not be killed by any weapon. And at the same time, Indra, feeling bad about what he did, Vajrasya cha nipadena virujam tuam samiksha. Even as you are hurt, but you are, even as we've been attacked by the vajra, and even then you are not hurt that much. Meaning you are hurt, no doubt. But he is not able to understand how is that you are so strong that the vajra cannot spare anybody, but you are unhurt. Really speaking, only some injury happened to your chin. Seeing this, he understood your power. Vajrasya nipadena virujam. Ruja means to get hurt. Virujam tuam samiksha. Sahasra netraha, one who has 1,000 eyes. Prita Atma, pleased by that, te varam uttamam varam dadao. He gave an excellent boon. What is that? Maranam tava swachandataha. Your death end will be according to your wish. Not death wish, wishful death. You will have a wishful death, meaning according to your own desire. When you decide only you can die, not otherwise. So, swachandata maranam tava syadi divai prabhu. He gave that. So, tvam kesarinaha putraha. You are actually the son of Kesari in the way that because you are born of his wife, Kshetrajaha Bhima Vikramaha. So you, the one, is a son of mighty strong Kesari's wife. Therefore, nowadays we have my child, your child, our children. When they get married, before only this fellow is married, she is also married. She got some children out of that marriage. He got the children out of his marriage. And then when they come together, they have children. So 3 sets of children. Mine, yours, and ours. So, but this is not new. So it is said, Kshetraja means my Bharya Putra. Then there is called Aurasa. Aurasa means the Devata through your wife. Through Devata because of the blessings. Niyoga, it is said that it is where the wife is having not only the blessings, but the direct connection with the deities because of which they are born. Like in the Mahabharata, what we see, Kunti had children, especially what's the name? Karna. So Karna was born out of the blessings of son. Therefore, he is a Niyoga. Niyoga as a physical connect with the Devata. Whereas here Marutaha did not have a physical connect, mental connect. Like Vyasa had mentally connected with the Kunti, not Kunti.
Ambalika.
So that was mental connect, and then therefore she had the children like that. And whereas the Kunti had the blessings from all the 5 different deities. So whereas Krutrima, there is another thing mentioned, one of the commentators who writes that way. Krutrima is artificial insemination. Think about it. These are all where they are in the past also. They have names for that also. Kritrima means artificial. Kritrima. So these are the various ways of. So here he says, Kshetrajaha, born out of my wife, hey Biva Vikrama, born out of his wife, Kesari's wife. So Maruti Sutaha, Kesari Nandana, in this way he is mentioned. So Marutasya Aurasaha, Urasa Jataha Aurasaha. So that is born out of Uras of Maruta. So that is why you are Marutasya Orasaha Putraha Tejasa Chapi Tatsamaha. In your strength and energy, you are equal to him. Tvam hi Vayu Sutaha Vatsa. You are the son of Vayu, oh my dear one. Plavane Chapi Tatsamaha. In leaping and jumping, you are equal to him. So therefore, this explaining to him about his strength, Jambavan is trying to slowly realize that he could do much, much more than anybody else. Vayamadhyakata pranaha
Vayamadhyagata pranaha
Bhavanasmasu sampratam
Bhavanasmatu sampratam
Dakshavikrama sampannaha
Dakshavikrama sampannaha
Kapiraja iva paraha
Kapiraja iva paraha
Vikrame mayata Trivikrame mayatata
Trivikrame maya tata
Tata Sashaila kanana
Sashailavana kanana
Trisapta krutva praviti prativi
Trisapta krutva prutivi
Parikranta pradakshinam
Parikranta pradakshinam
Tata chaushadayosyam asmabihi
Tadha chaushadayosmabihi
Sanchita deva shasanat
Sanjita deva shasanat
Nirmatyam amrutam yabihi
Nirmatyam amrutam yabihi
Tadanim no mahat balam
Tadanim no mahadbalam
Sayidani maham vruddha
Aidani maham vruddhaha
Parihina parakramaha
Parihina parakramaha
Sampratam kalam asmakam
Sampratam kalamasmakam
Bhavan sarvagunanvitaha
Bhavan sarvagunanvitaha
Tad vijrumbasva vikranta
Tadvijrumbasva vikranta
Prabhatamuttamo hyasi
Lavatamuttamo hyasi
Tad viryam drashtu kamahi
Tadviryam drashtu kamahi
Sarvavanarvahini
Sarvavanarvahini
Uttishta harishardhula
Uttishta harishardula
Langayasva maharnavam
Langhayasva maharnavam
Parahi sarvabhutanam
Parahi sarva bhutanam
Hanuman ya gatistava
Hanumanya gatistava
Vishanna harayas sarve
Vishanna harayas sarve
Hanuman kim upekshase
Hanuman kimupekshase
Vikramasva mahavega
Vikramasva mahavega
Vishnutrin vikramaniva
Vishnustrin vikramaniva
Tatakapinam rishabena chotidaha
Tatakapinam rishabhena choditaha
Pratita vega pavanatmaja kapihi
Pratita vega pavanatmaja kapihi
Prahashanstam harivira vagini
Pararshyanstam harivira vahinim
Chakara rupam mahatatmanastata
Chakara rupam mahadatmanastada
Vayam gata pranaha adya. We are all lost our strength, our abilities. And sampradam now, Bhavan asmasu, you are the only one among us, asmasu, Kabiraja iva, aparaha. You are the other Sugriva for all of us. Daksha Vikrama Sampanna. Daksha Bhavaha Daksha. Dexterity. See the word Daksha when you write Dexa. Daxa, let us say. Daksha, or Dakshsha. That became, in Indo-European language connection, dexterity, skillfulness in doing. So Daksha, Vikrama, in heroism, strength, you are Sampanna, endowed with. See, I'll tell you one more thing he says. Hey Tata, when Trivikrame Maya, so during the time when the Bhagavan Vishnu took the form of a Vamana, a young boy, and measured the three worlds, therefore he is called known as Trivikrama. Trivikrame, at that time, Trisapta Kritvaha Prithivi Parikranta Pradakshinam. Trisaptaha. Trisaptaha means 3 into 7. The 21 times. Trisapta Kritvaha Prithivi Parikranta. I have gone around the world 21 times. It is always said, anything that you do for 3 weeks becomes your habit. 21 times, 21 is become a very important number. So I have gone Pradakshinam Parikranta, Trisapta Kritva, 21 times. So when Bhagavan Vishnu took the form of the one who had measured the entire universe in three steps. And what are those? Tata cha oshadayoho asmabihi sanchita devasasanas. At that point, we have collected various herbs. Oshadaya asmabihi sanchita are collected devasasanat by the command of the devatas. For what? Nirmatya amamritam yabihi tadanim nah mahadbalam. So this, our strength is naha mahadbalam, our strength is superior, idanim, yam yabihi, whatever it is, for the sake of, when the time the churning of the Milky Ocean took place, as a part of that we were supposed to help the various gods who had commanded us to bring this herbs to be mixed with that very churning process. Thereby it becomes amritam, because the nectar should have medicinal qualities, and that is obtained only when there are herbs from all over the place are mixed in that. So that is when we were collecting, and for that purpose we have gone 21 times around the whole of the universe. Now, of course, idani maham vruddha. Now I am so old. Parihina parakramaha. All the way, our very strength are completely dissolved or weakened. Sampratam, now kalam atsmakam. It's only our time is come. But Bhavan sarva gunan vidaha. But you are person of all various virtues, and therefore you show your strength that you already have. It is already hidden in you. Tat vijrumbasva. Vijrumbana is to open up. Vijrumbana actually is to yawn or stretch. When you stretch also is called vijrumbana, or open up, express. Vijrumbasva vikranta plavatam uttamo hi asi. In leaping, you are the best. And tvat viryam drashtukama sarva vanaravahini. The entire army is waiting to see, desiring to see your strength. Uttishta harishardula. Oh, the bull among all of the monkeys, get up now. You are not bull, the tiger, Shardul, not Rishabha. Hari Shardula, Uttishta, Langayasva Maharnavam. Now leave the entire ocean. Sarvabhutanam parahi gadihi tava, hey Hanuman. Ya gadihi, your movement or your ability to cross, ya gadihi tava, sarvabhutanam para, all those who reported 100 yojanas, 90 yojanas, and you are capable of much, much more than. You can go 1,000 yojanas at the same time. But one stretch you can go there. So you are capable of doing that. And Vishanna Haraya Sarve, all these monkeys are Vishanna, they are all depressed. Hanuman, Kim Upekshase, why are you weeping? Mahavega, oh man of great speed, you are Vikramaswa, and your heroism is that, or strength is that, Vishnu Strin Vikraman Iva, like that of the Vishnu who had taken the 3 strides, like that you can equally do that. That much is your strength that you have to now express. So listening to this, Rishabena, Kapinam Rishabena, Choditaha Tataha, thus being inspired by this Jambavan, Pratita Vegaha, very well known for his speed, Pavanatmajaha, son of the wind, Kapihi, monkey, Praharshan Tam, Hariviravahinim, delighting all the army of the monkeys, Mahad Atmanaha Tada Mahad Atmanaha Rupam Chakara. Atmana Mahamahat Rupam Chakara. He started to show up his mighty form. Slowly, he expanded as though his own form. And Ityashe Srimad Ramayana Valmiki Adhikavya Kishkindha Kanda Shatitamaha Sarga 66. We'll see a little portion of the next chapter as well. Tam drishtva jrumbamanam te kramitam shatayojanam vegena puryamanam cha sahasavanarottamam sahasa shokamutsrutya praharshena samanvitaha vinedustuštuvuschapi Hanumantam Mahabalam Prahrishta Vismitaschapi Te Vikshante Samantatah Vikramam Krutotsaham Narayanamiva Prajaha Samsrityamano Hanuman. Okay. Vyavardhata Mahabalaha Samavidya Jalangulam Arshad Balamupeyivan Tasya Samstoyamanasya Buddhairvanara Pungavaihi Tejasa Puryamanasya Rupamasidhanuttamam Yata Vichrumbate Simho Vivrate Girigahvare Marutasyaurasa Putraha Tata Samprati Jrumbate Ashobhata Mukham Tasya Jrumbamanasya Dhimataha Ambarishopamam Deeptam Viduma Iva Pavakaha
vidhuma iva pavakah
Harinamuttito madhyat
harinamuttito madhyat
Samprahrishtatanurukah
samprahrishtatanurah
Abhivadya harin vruddhan
abhivadya harin vruddhan
Hanumanidam abravit
hanumanidam abravit.
Jrimbamanam tam drishtva kramitum shatayojanam jrimbamanam. Jrimbamanam, as he said, stretching himself, him seeing him, stretching himself for what? Shatayojanam kramitum, to cross over hundreds of yojanas. Vegena apuryamanam cha, by his own speed, having covered, quickly he having covered the entire place, apuryaman, sahasa, at once, vanarottamam, the best of the monkeys, and looking at it, sahasa shokamutrasya praharshena rupa samanvitaha, the assembled all of them, seeing Hanumantam mahabalam, sahasa shokamutsritya praharshena samanvitaha, those who have surrounded there, they have got so delighted looking at this that finally the solution has come here. We were all despondent. We thought that even upon knowing where Sita is, we are still not able to accomplish our task. We are destined to die. And such situation has been overcome by Hanuman's hidden strength now. Shogamutsritya, leaving aside their sorrow. Vineduhu, they made start of big sound. Tushtuvuhuschapi, they become so delighted. And they started to praise who? Obviously Hanuman. Prahrishta vismitaha schapite, they're so wonderstruck and also delighted. They samantataha vikshante, they are all over, they are seeing the mighty form of Hanuman. It is similar to Prajaha Vikramam Krita Utsaham Narayanam Iva. When Bhagavan Sri Narayana, when he took the form of Trivikrama, the people who are assembled there, the entire creation, looked at with great wonder how it could be possible for a little Vatu could become so mighty form. In the same way, this Hanuman who was quietly sitting in a corner, he now shows his prowess and he became mightily present there. Samstuyamanaha Hanuman, while they are praising and glorifying him, Vyavardhata Mahabalaha, as even he started to grow. Vardhanam is to grow. Vyavardhata, he started to grow slowly. And Langulam Samavidya. Avidya means to, avid is to get it crooked. Actually, with these two spears, avid is to swirl around. So his langulam, his tail started to going into various shapes, meaning he was curling it down while he was doing that. Like, dogs, when they, see a familiar person, they started to shake, and then when they want something, they make it round and expressing that I am thus ready for you. Langulam samavidya harshad balam upevitan, and he upeyitan means upeyavan, meaning he the one who brought into effect what? Balam upeyavan. So he brought into effect effectively his own strength with delight, harshad. And because for a monkey, the tail is also strength. It's called tailwind. Tailwind we have in the flights also. The strength of the entire, because after all, the, what do you call that? Backbone. In our body, the backbone is the stabilizer. From head to the base, it is a stabilizer. If that is disturbed, then the body will collapse slowly. So this backbone, which is supposed to be straight and carrying all the energy of the body, in the case of monkeys, it is extended. In case of most of the animals, it is extended to the tail. So the tail is the strength of the monkeys, because with that only they do a lot of things. They catch, they hang upside down, and when if the tail is hit, obviously the tail will be having the strength of a bone. So that strength he started to exhibit. Tasya sanstuyamanasya vruddaihi vanara pungavaihi, by the very elderly, all the monkeys, when he is being praised, being tejasa apuryamanasya. So the one who is by his strength being covering every entire place, rupam asid anuttamam. His form is incomparably beautiful and strong. Yada, it is looking like what? Simha girihahvare vivrude vijrumbate yata. Like a simha, a lion, the king of all the animals, in his own very cave in which he resides, he slowly comes out and starts to stretch for the day. Let me get ready for today's work. In that way, he could see Marudasya Aurasaha Putraha. He, the one who is born out of Maruta, Tada Samprati Chumbate. Samprati. At this point, currently, he started to extend and stretch himself. And Tasya Mukam Ashobata. This first face started becoming so shining. Jrambamanasya dhimataha, as he was stretching up. And Ambarisham Upamam Deeptam. Ambarisha means the red, kind of red color that is found in while in the fire in the oven. Ambarisha. Ambarisha Upamam, like that of the, what is in Tamil known as kanal, or in English known as amber. That amber is none other than Ambarisha in Sanskrit. Now you see the Indo-European connection. Ambarisha is amber, that amber of the fire. Ambarisha Upamam Deeptam. It is burning, his face was burning like Viduma Iva Pavakaha, like a smokeless fire. Dhuma, fire. Viduma, without fire. Dhuma is smoke. Viduma, without a smoke. Iva Pavakaha, like a fire without the smoke, like an amber. His face was shining like that. Harinam Utyuto Madhyat. He, in the middle of the monkeys, they're all assembled together. In the middle of the monkeys, he started to appear so strong. Samprahrishta Tanuruha. Samprahrishta, being delight of all of them. And it is interesting here that he was standing at the end through excessive joy. All the hair standing at the end of Samprahrishta, out of delight. Ruhaha means ruh means to grow. The hair that grows on the body starts to stand at one end. Tanuruha, but the body hair started to stand at one end. And Vruddhan Harin Apivadya, having saluted the elderly, all the monkeys, Hanumanidam Abravit. Now Hanuman started to say this. What did he say? Tomorrow we'll see. Aganita Guna Gana Bhushana Rama Ashrita Vatsala Jaya Jaya Rama Ayodhyavasi Sita Rama Apad Bandhava Jaya Jaya Rama Dasharatha Nandana Sri Rama Dashamukha Mardana Jaya Jaya Rama Kausalya Sukhavardhana Rama Kamita Palada Jaya Jaya Rama Papa Vimochana Sri Rama Pattavi Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Janaki Vallabha Sita Rama Jaya Raghu Rama Jaya Siya Rama वानर सेवित श्री रामा वारिधि वंदन जय जय रामा हनुमत पूजित सीता रामा जय रघुरामा जय सिया रामा रघुपति राघव राजा रामा पतित पावन सीता रामा श्री राम जय जय रामा श्री राम जय जय रामा सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय।
हरि ओम।